Hey you guys, it's me being Tori. In this video I'm going to show you a little propagation that I like to do, that I've done to get some herbs in my garden. So I propagated rosemary, I propagated basil, I propagated succulents, and it's one of my favorite things to do. And propagating these things are just easy and fun and saves you a trip to the grocery store. So continue watching. And if you guys like this video, don't forget to click like and subscribe. Hey, comment down below. What is your favorite herb to propagate, or have you propagated anything? I would love to know, so comment down below. So here are some of the propagations. I have some succulents I propagated. I found like the roots in my apartment. Another succulent. Just some mint that I just wanted to propagate. Over here are my store-bought propagations. This is store-bought basil, propagated it. Like the method I'm going to show you in this video. And store-bought basil propagated, and over store-bought propagated basil. It's basically I just split these in half. So it was a big thing, so I just put one here and one here. And I started these in jars as well. Succulents I started just in dirt. Propagation is just like basically like cloning a flower. You're just gonna take the flower from a flower and you're just gonna like clone it, you know, you're just gonna clone it. So it's like creating a new flower. So the plant that we're gonna propagate today is parsley, a beautiful herb that I would like to have in my garden. I propagate some store-bought parsley I have here. Can you smell it? Can you smell it? Here we have the stems, and we're just going to propagate it and see how it works. Let me show you the downfall. So make sure you check out my other videos. I'll show you I showed you the ups and downs of propagating a plant, and here's my downside. What I said in my video, I kind of blame this on myself because I was not taking care of my parsley that I wanted to propagate. But I still have hope alive because there's still a green stem. But we're gonna start new, and we're just gonna discard this one. Give my plant some water. I'll be right back. 2 jars I'm gonna just start propagating my flowers with. So I have this one, a big jar, and this one. And also in my apartment we have 2 window sills. So one is where it's like directly sun comes in, and one is like impartial sun comes in. So I'm gonna try out both. So I'm gonna put 1 jar in the direct sunlight and 1 jar in the indirect sunlight. So we'll see about that. I want to take off any lower leaves that might hit the water so you won't get water rot. So let's just take off these 2 leaves to show that you want to try to take off any bottom leaves that will rot the water. Okay you guys, before we put them in water, we're just gonna cut them off about a few inches just for like the new, like to start a new stem and get it going. So you just want to cut it off about a few inches. Yes, Cupcake. Cut it off just a few inches. Fresh start, fresh start. To also label as well. So we're just gonna start with some tape. You know, start off with writing the date and a Sharpie. So I'm gonna label this jar. Today is February 6th, so I'm gonna wait about 2 weeks, or a week, 1 to 2 weeks to check on it. And also we're gonna change the water every few days to keep the water nice and fresh. So there we go. So you want to change the water every few days, check on the water to see if you see any murkiness, and keep the water nice and fresh. So let's label this jar too. So this is going to be the, I should put a label, I should put the indirect. This is going to be the indirect. So we're just going to label this, and I'm going to put indirect on it. So it was February 6th, 2026. Happy New Year, you guys. And I'm going to put indirect. For sunlight, there we go. And we're also going to put in some parsley stems as well. Now this is a tall jar, so we're just going to put the fresh parsley in there. I love the smell of parsley. And I just like to propagate, you know, my herbs and stuff, you know, save me a trip from the grocery store, and it's something you can grab at home. Like, I love growing my basil. I put it on my meats. I love growing my rosemary, especially for around Thanksgiving and Christmas time. It's like when I really put in a lot of rosemary on my dishes. Yeah, rosemary. I was like, what am I talking about? But yeah, so just like, you know, you got your own little garden, and this is gonna be too short. You got your own little garden, and you can be like, I want some parsley on my dish today. And you're like, I don't feel like going to the grocery store, but you know, but we're gonna, this is gonna be that, but we're gonna get some water. Okay, you guys, so I have my water. I'm gonna fill this tall one up first. I love collecting jars, you guys. It's just something simple to have around, you know. So make sure you check out my other videos. I have videos of gardening videos and cooking videos. So hopefully, you guys, the stems touch the water. You know, I could probably do a little tape test too. But hopefully, oh, no. You know what? I'm going to do a tape test. Yeah. So you guys, I think my flowers might drop into the water. So I'm just going to do like a little tape test to hold the flowers. So I'm just putting some tape on top of the rim of the jar here. And hopefully the flowers don't fall off into the water. Like, they're gonna stay right here. So you guys, I were talking about, I just put some tape on top of the rim of the, excuse my brain first of all, of the jar cup. I saw that my stems that I had were falling. So what I did was put some tape around the jar here to help keep it up. And yes, I can see that it's touching the water. And I'm going to choose another stem as well to help keep it floating. And ooh, this one's really tall. See, this one is really tall. And we're going to put it in the jar as well. I don't want to overcrowd it, but there we go. So here are my two jars here. I have one that's going to be in direct sunlight and one that's going to be in indirect sunlight. And before I put this one in the windowsill, I think I need to put some water in there. So we're going to add some water. I'm just going to hold the stems gently so they won't like drop. There we go, they're touching the water. So here we go, you guys. We're gonna get ready to propagate some parsley. This time I'm going to be more positive and check on my parsley, you guys. And I checked the weeks of sun, or just like a week or two, because you can't get that much, you know, information. But so far we're gonna have like semi-cloudy days and not no harsh heat coming in. So these are going to go in the windowsill, and I'm going to check on them and change the water every few days. And also this one, I gotta remember, you guys, I'm going to put this in my phone, and I'm going to check on them as well. Okay, you guys, so here we are propagating. We're gonna propagate these. We're gonna check on them. We're gonna change the water. And so this is how I propagate some herbs, and you know, just to have in my garden for, you know, to save you a trip from the grocery store. So here is jar one that is gonna be in the indirect sun, and then here is jar two. So here we go. Let's see how these go. The weather should be nice for Cali, and I am going to check on my flowers, make sure they're propagated, and make sure I change the water, and make sure they're not getting burnt in the sun. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Keep growing. Bye.